our special feature, here's the welcome to the blues concert of Binky Lampano and other bands. Ray Binky Lampano of Lampano Ali Band had a very successful homecoming concert held at Strums Bar in Makati City. The comeback concert had a full house crowd and everyone was excited to listen to Lampano Ali after 7 years.
Well, the Philippine Blues Society was put up about maybe 4 years ago. It was just like-minded people that loved the blues. At that time, I still had my radio show. It was called The Crossroads at NU 107. So we had this vehicle to promote what we wanted to do. What the society wanted to do was really to enhance all the blues bands that we had in the Philippines or in Manila, and give them, to have a parang society to back them up, to support them. And then we decided to have the competition, the Philippine Blues competition, for which the winner of we sent to Memphis to represent the Philippines. And we've done that now for the past 3 years, and it's 2 years in a row we had a finalist. And that for me is the biggest achievement that we've had, that we have. And that band was called the Brat Pack. We have 3 bands tonight. This is the second time that we're having it here in Strums. The first PBS sponsored night was the tribute to B.B. King when he passed. That was not too long ago. Tonight is another night because we're celebrating the arrival or the return of Lampano Ali, the band Lampano Ali. But tonight, right, as you can hear, if you can hear behind me, is the Ian Lofamia band. And Ian Lofamia came in second place in the first Philippine Blues competition. And he was first place in the Malaysia Asia-wide harmonica contest. He came in first place from the Philippines. So talagang way to go, We're very proud of his achievements. And the second band to be playing tonight will be the Blues Viminda. And that includes Cookie Chua, Mel Villena, Butch Sauloga, a whole bunch of other guys, And the third, of course, will be featuring Lampano Ali, featuring Binky Lampano.
The concert was a product of passion and love for music and paid tribute to the world-class talent of Filipino band that excellent not only in the Philippines but also around the world. Binky Lampano, the vocalist and founder of Lampano Ali Band, was ecstatic to be back for the Welcome to the Blues concert that was organized by the Philippine Blues Society.
I feel great. They're not my fans. I think they're my friends because this gig actually started as word of mouth and it just sort of snowballed. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's here, and I have some friends from way back. Lampano Ali is an ongoing saga, longer than most telenovelas that you encounter these days. We're roughly 20 years, but most of the band members have been my friends. They've been with other bands before Lampano Ali, before I formed the Ali in I think it was 96. So my bass player came from Kulay. My guitar player came from other bands, from 80s bands, as I did, as an intern in the 80s, as an intern singer for the longest time, till I formed this blues band. The original drummer of Ali is now in Disneyland. He's playing drums there. So I have another drummer here who also plays drums for Noel Cabangon. My bass player also plays bass and guitar for Noel Cabangon. But my bass player also plays with Bamboo. Of course, now I have to perform with a cane. I hope I'm wiser. I hope I can tell better stories. Because whenever we play, there's no singing allowed. We don't sing. We tell stories. I don't use it often, but this is good blues. This blues is as good as it can get. Well, everybody, I guess, listen to music. Just listen to music. Listen to stories. Pass it on. If it's good music, pass it on. Don't make it like a cold virus. Don't pass it on, but good music, pass it on by all means. And enjoy it. And share it with your kids one day. And it will grow.
The Philippine Blues Society continues to promote blues music in the world stage. He recognized some of the bands like Ian Lofamia Band that bagged second place in the first Malaysian Band Festival in 2012. Blues Viminda Band with Cookie Chua also performed that night as front act.
This organization that we put up in 2012 to develop blues music from the grassroots level in the Philippines. And the aim is to make the Filipino musician globally competitive. So what we do is we hold competitions. And once a year, we send a band to Memphis to compete with about 200 bands. And the last 2 years, we've actually made it to the finals, which goes to show that the Filipino musician is at par with the best in the world. Once they get out there, they know they can do it. And at first, they get scared, they get, tense, stressed out. But after a while, they know that they can do it, they want to kick their ass. And they can, they know they can do it. So that's our aim.
Only talk, that's all. You got the money, but that's all. You're just a boss, but that's all. Trouble in the morning, trouble in the evening, trouble with your wife, the trouble when you.
If you love the blues, come over to these events. Come over and bring a friend, somebody that you'd like to turn on to the blues. Because the blues is something that is such a heartfelt type genre. That because it comes from your heart. And we, as growing up, we were so exposed to the blues by way of the Led Zeppelin and so many others, B.B. King. But now here in the metro, blues is really catching on, and we've done well in the international stage too. So when you hear, if you want, you can check out our Philippine Blues Society page at Facebook, and just request for you to join, and I'll join you. So yeah, and so do support the bands. That if you find out that there's a blues band playing, come over and support them, because it's really the best. In Strums here, it's every Wednesday. And there's also others in Bistro 70 and also in Roadhouse in Manila Bay. Keep the blues up.
The music's name is blues, invented by black race, older than jazz and rock and roll, and the descendant of rap. That night, Binky Lampano personified the blues because he felt its power, long before he went to America, where he is now a college teacher. Thank you and congratulations on your successful concert. PCSO Charity at Work, susunod na!